I didn't know wrought iron from aluminum. I didn't know anything about any patio furniture. I didn't even know what a vinyl strap was.
ABSCO, Fireplace, and Patio. For comfort and style, it's the place to go. It's time to relax, slow down the pace. Your home is your castle, it's your special place.
I was a typical homemaker. When the children came along, I was a den mother, a Cub Scout leader.
My father started ABSCO back in the mid-60s, around 1965. At that time, they mainly sold fireplaces and glass doors and screens and tool sets and things like that.
Well, as soon as the children got in the school age and all, she got tired of staying around the house. One day we just had a situation that a couple of people left and she came into work. Been here ever since.
I came in and I started doing everything, bookkeeping, secretary, cleaning the store, just doing everything, janitor. And I loved every minute of it.
We'll stay at work till 6. We're probably gonna...
Yeah. The McNaughtys and us had been really great friends for a long time. And she called me one time right before Chicago showing, and she says, "Catherine, I want you to get into the patio business." She says, "If you'll come to Chicago a day early, I'll meet you and take you around, show you the manufacturers, and introduce you to some factory reps." She smiled and she says, "You know, it's so much easier to sell patio furniture than it is to tell somebody they can't pipe a chimney out a window."
This is the table we did.
But when I left there that day, I'm telling you what, I was so involved and was so carried away with everything. I went away with a volume of information that I'm still using today. So you have all the accessories that go with it?
First memories of ABSCO was always around the kitchen table. But even before I came to work down here, grammar school, things like that, you know, you always don't want to take business home, but family business, that's where it's at. So first part of it was at the kitchen table.
I can remember as a kid, probably 8 or 9, 10 years old, coming to ABSCO with my mother every day in the summer. I'd bring my sleeping bag and a television set, and so I pretty much grew up here at ABSCO.
This guy came in, he had on faded blue jeans and a plaid shirt, and come in here all... Anyway, he said, "I want to see some patio furniture," and I thought, I bet you're going fishing. But anyway, he went over to some Tropitone furniture, sat down in this chaise lounge, and sat there for a minute, and he said, "I want that and that, and I'll take 4 of those." And by the time that man left here, we had probably around a $6,000 order. I think that one sale really, really is what got us going.
I can tell you about her personality. Very outgoing, rubs off a lot on other people that she's around. Very elegant lady. If you hang around with her a little bit, just a lot of style.
But people will still come in and into any of the stores and tell one of the sales staff that they purchased furniture 10 years ago from my mother. Every one of us knows that all we have to do is pick up the phone, call my mother, tell her just a little bit about the customer. Sometimes it's usually just their name, and she can remember exactly what it was that they bought 10 years ago. She gets the customers to trust her.
Because she's a knack for it. She just can put things together. You know, some things, they don't work every time. You know, you can do a lot of things in a factory and think it'll work, but when you get out in the public, it's different.
Even our sales reps, when we would go to Chicago, our sales reps would always wait for my mom to come in and pick out the fabrics for the upcoming season. They always wanted Mom to be the first one in the showroom.
Because she's never been afraid to tell them if she didn't think something was right or didn't think the color was right, and they've listened to her. Well, Catherine's one, like a lot of us, that never went to the doctor. I did, but she never did. She would not go to a doctor. And she found this growth herself. She had the mammogram. It did not show it up.
We'd never had to deal with cancer before, and it was just awful. we all just started doing some research and talking with her doctors, and we realized that this was something that she could beat.
I love the way you've done this.
And anytime anybody asked my mother how she was, she would always tell them that she was doing great. I don't know that she missed more than a couple of days of work throughout that whole cancer treatment. Most people would have just stopped everything in their lives and just stayed home, but not my mother.
There is no telling how many customers would come by here just to ask how I was doing. And when you have the relationship with other people like this, it just makes your life so much more enjoyable and worth living. It's amazing.
Even when she lost her hair, she still had her head up and went out in public, and she was a pillar of strength, and she was just amazing. She beat it, and it hasn't come back, and we praise God every day for that. My mother's a miracle.
And so all the things that I thought was so important wasn't important anymore. I got where I had rather hear a bird sing or a little child play and cry. Let's go to the beach and pick up seashells. That's one of the things I love doing better than anything, is going to the beach and picking up seashells. It does change your life. It makes you put your values in different. You just rearrange.
Everybody just wants to hug Mom. And that's the same whether it's with a customer or our employees or all of our friends in the industry. She's Mom to a lot of people.
I am very thankful for my children, for my family, for ABSCO.